students. In the previous lecture, we had studied about the different colors used for the hyperlink for creating an image. Okay, or what is the use of hyperlink we have seen in the previous lecture. So, what is the use of hyperlink, students? Hyperlink is used to link two or more different pages. So, if you want to link two or more different pages, that two or more pages can be linked with each other with the help of hyperlink. So what is the use of hyperlink? Hyperlink is nothing but it is used to link two or more different pages. Now student, the next point important is how to create a form in HTML. Okay, now basically when we fill any online form, that online form is created by using the HTML format. Okay. So what is the use of form? See students, when you fill up the form, you all can see that there is a text box given, then you are entering your name in the text box. Then if you want to write the address, then a big block is given, that is called as text area, that is multiple lines are allocated for writing the address. Then for choosing gender, you all are getting either male or female, at a time only one is clicked. Okay, then subjects, you all are getting the list of subjects, and then a submit button. When you will click on the submit button, either you will get a message displayed on it, or you all will move on to the next page. So these are the different operations which are performed on your forms. So these different operations which are performed on your form is created by using forms in HTML. So form is the tag, or form is a tag which is used for creating the programs in HTML. So what is the use of form? Which tag is used to create a form? That we are going to study in this lecture. Forms in HTML is used to accept the user input. The form in HTML is created by using form element as form/form. Form controls. A form is a collection of different elements, also called as controls, like text box, radio button, checkbox, submit button, and many more. So student, now what is the use of forms? What is form? Form is nothing but it is a type where it is a type of in HTML where you can accept the user input. So whenever the user will give you all any input, that input is given by the HTML form. So what is the use of forms in HTML? That it is used to accept the user input. Which tag is used to create a form? So the tag used to create a form is the form tag. See, the form tag is used for creating your form. And again, this is a container tag, you all can say, or pair tag, that is opening and closing of this form tag is necessary. So this is the opening form tag and this is the closing form tag. So in this way, it is used for creation of forms in HTML. Now next is the form controls. Now what is the meaning of form controls? Form controls मतलब ऐसे different elements जो आप form design करते वक्त या फिर form create करते वक्त use करते हो. जैसे हमने अभी देखा है कि अगर नेम रहेगा तो सिंगल लाइन रहता है, एड्रेस में आपको मल्टी लाइंस दी जाती है. जब आप जेंडर सिलेक्ट करते हो तो आइदर एट अ टाइम आइदर मेल या फीमेल सिलेक्ट होता है, दोनों एट अ टाइम सिलेक्ट नहीं होते. तो ये डिफरेंट कंट्रोल्स रहते हैं जो हम फॉर्म डिजाइनिंग करते वक्त यूज करते हैं. सो डिफरेंट कंट्रोल्स कौन से हैं यहाँ पे दिए? टेक्स्ट बॉक्स, रेडियो बटन, चेक बॉक्स, सबमिट बटन एंड मेनी मोर. तो ऐसे बहुत सारे डिफरेंट टाइप्स हैं जो आपको स्टडी करने हैं, जो फॉर्म्स के कंट्रोल रहेंगे. डिपेंडिंग अपॉन कौन सा फंक्शंस आपने डिफाइन किया है, उस हिसाब से आपका क्या होगा, वो एलिमेंट यूज आउट होगा. सो द डिफरेंट कंट्रोल समझ में आया कौन से कंट्रोल्स है? टेक्स्ट बॉक्स है, रेडियो बटन है, चेक बॉक्स है, सबमिट बटन एंड मेनी मोर. Now student, we will see which are the different attributes that are used with the form tag. Okay, so attributes which are used with the form element and the input element. So which are the different attributes which are used with your form element and the input element, that we are going to study in this point. So there are three main different attributes which are used with your form tag. The three main attributes are name, action and method. Which are the three types, three different attributes? Name, action and method. These are the three different attributes which are used for your form element and as an input element. Now what is the meaning of form? Attribute first of form is name. It specifies the name to a form. Second, action. The action attribute specifies the path where the form is to be submitted. When user clicks on the submit button, If the action attribute is committed, the action is set to the current page. Next, method. The method attribute specifies the get or post method to be used when submitting the form data. Methods of form are get or post. Okay. So now these are the different attributes which are used. The first attribute is the name. So what is the use of name attribute? Name attribute is nothing but it is used to specify the name of your form. If you want to specify the name to your form, then that name to your form is specified by using the name attribute. नेम एट्रीब्यूट से क्या होगा कि आपको जो भी आपने फॉर्म क्रिएट किया है वो फॉर्म को अगर आपको नेम स्पेसिफाई करना होगा तो वो आप कर सकते हो बाय यूजिंग द नेम एट्रीब्यूट. द सेकंड इज एक्शन एट्रीब्यूट. एक्शन एट्रीब्यूट क्या रहता है कि वो क्या करता है कि आपको पाथ स्पेसिफाई करता है कि आपकी फाइल कहाँ पे आपको सबमिट करनी है या फिर आपका जो भी एग्जीक्यूटिंग फॉर्म है वो आपको कहाँ पे सबमिट करना है, उसकी जो भी एक्शन रहेगी वो ये एक्शन एट्रीब्यूट हमें स्पेसिफाई करता है कि हमें वो फाइल सबमिट करनी है या फिर वो फॉर्म सबमिट करना है तो वो कौन सी लोकेशन पे सबमिट करना है, कौन से पाथ पे सबमिट करना है, वो हमें एक्शन में दिखाया जाता है. जब भी यूजर सबमिट बटन पे क्लिक करता है तो यूजर को वो ये होता है कि एक्शन एट्रीब्यूट उसका कमिटेड रहता है और फिर पर्टिकुलर एक्शन उनके करंट पेज पे क्या होती है, सेट की जाती है. दिस इज द यूज ऑफ एक्शन. नेक्स्ट इज द मेथड. Now what is the use of method attribute? So method attribute is nothing but it is used for get and post method. तो यहाँ पे क्या होता है कि जब भी हम डेटा सबमिट कर रहे हैं तो डेटा सबमिट करने के लिए टू मेथड्स है, एक तो गेट, either get or post. So what is the use of get and post methods? What does this attributes do? When we will use the get method, when we will use the post method. So this is what the method attribute is, in which it will specify us when we are submitting the form, where the form is submitted. Either we are using the get method or post method. Both methods have different meanings. We will see it in the next lecture that what is the use of, we will study it in higher standards. What is the use of get and post. So remember student, the methods that are used is two methods. Okay, one is the get method and other is the post method. सो यहाँ पे आपको समझ में आया कि फॉर्म टैग आप जब भी यूज करते हो तो उसके 3 एट्रीब्यूट्स रहते हैं. कौन से 3 एट्रीब्यूट्स है फॉर्म टैग के? नेम, एक्शन एंड मेथड. ओके, नेम में क्या किया जाता है कि आपकी जो भी फॉर्म है उसका अगर आपको नेम असाइन करना है तो वो कहाँ से असाइन कर सकते हो आप? बाय यूजिंग द एट्रीब्यूट नेम. सेकेंड है एक्शन. एक्शन में क्या किया जाता है कि वो आपको फॉर्म कहाँ पे सबमिट करना है उसका स्पेसिफिक पाथ आपका दिया जाता है. वो पाथ कहाँ पे मेंशन किया जाता है इन द एक्शन एट्रीब्यूट. दैट इज जब भी यूजर सबमिट बटन पे क्लिक करेगा तो उसको कमिट होगा कि उसको वो पेज कहाँ पे सेंड करना है. ओके, तो ये जो भी एक्शन का एट्रीब्यूट है वो उनके करंट पेज के साथ सेट किया जाता है. एंड लास्ट वन इज द मेथड. नाउ मेथड एट्रीब्यूट से क्या किया जाता है कि गेट और पोस्ट मेथड्स रहती है, वो जो फॉर्म हम सबमिट करते हैं एट दैट टाइम वो यूज की जाती है. सो मेथड्स के दो यूज है, एक तो गेट मेथड है और पोस्ट मेथड है, ऐसे दो यूज है. सो दिस आर द 3 टाइप्स ऑफ एट्रीब्यूट्स व्हिच आर यूज्ड इन योर फॉर्म एलिमेंट. नाउ नेक्स्ट इज इन डिटेल व्हाट इज मीन बाय गेट मेथड एंड पोस्ट मेथड. नाउ स्टूडेंट, व्हाट इज गेट मेथड? The default method of submitting the form data is get. The data is submitted by using get is visible in the address bar. It is better for data which is not sensitive. The number of characters in get methods depend upon the browser. So now what is the use of get method? So get method is the default method which is used when you are submitting the data to the server or browser. Okay, it means sorry, what is the use of get method? Get method is used when your form is submitted. Okay, so the default method which is used when your form is submitted is the get method. The get method, whatever the data is submitted by using the get method, that data is visible on your address bar. Okay, that means the data, whichever the data you are sending, it is not much sensitive, and the number of characters which are depend upon what type of browser you are using. Okay, so student, in this you all have to remember that कि get ये default method है. जब भी आप data send कर रहे हो तो आप जब भी data send कर रहे हो तो आपका data submit होने के बाद वो आपके address bar पे आपको क्या होगा? visible होगा. ओके। और ये क्या होता है कि ये गेट मेथड्स की कैरेक्टर्स किसके ऊपर डिपेंड रहते हैं, तो आपके ब्राउजर के ऊपर डिपेंड रहते हैं। The second is the post method. The post method of sending data does not display the form data in the address bar. So it is a secure method to submit sensitive or personal data. It does not have any size limitations as in post method, as in get method, sorry. So what is the use of post method? So the students post method is again a type of method which is used to send the data, but whatever the data is submitted, the details of that will not be displayed on your address bar. As we have seen in the get method that once your data is submitted, the information is displayed on your address bar. But if you are using the post method, whatever the data is submitted, that data will not be displayed on your address bar. So this type of method is more sensitive or more secure to send your personal information. Okay, so that it is not seen by other people. So, and again this method will not have any limitation on the size, as there is limitation on number of characters in the get method. So in the post method there is no limitation on number of size or number of characters you are using, as well as this is one of the most secure method to send your personal information, as when the data is submitted, the information is not displayed on your address bar. So student, these are the two methods used for used as an method in the form attribute. The two methods were get and post. Okay. Now next, moving forward, we will see the first type of tag used with form element is the input tag. Now this input tag is having number of different controls, or there are number of different types of attributes which are used with the input tag. So now we will start with the input tag. The input tag is used to specify the different types of controls by using the type attribute. The syntax of the using input type attribute is as follows. Okay. So now what is the use of input tag? The main use of input tag is it is used to specify the different types of controls. The different types of controls, if you want to specify the different types of controls, then that different types of controls are specified by using the input tag. Now what are the different types of syntax? We will see. The first syntax is input type is equal to text. Now when students, when you will write the input type is equal to text, it means you all will create a one line text box. What is the use of input type is equal to text? Input type is equal to text will allow you to type the text, or will allow you to create a text of a single line text box. That is, single line text box is created when input type is equal to text is written. Okay, that is, single line is created when input type is equal to text is given. The next is input type is equal to radio. Mostly single line is created when you are assigning the name, city name or state. At that time you use the single line text box. Therefore that you will use the syntax as input type is equal to text. Next is input type is equal to radio. It creates a radio button. This radio button allows one option selection against multiple choices. So now what is the use of radio button? Radio button से क्या होगा कि आपके पास number of multiple options रहते हैं, पर at a time सिर्फ एक option आपको use करना है, बाकी options नहीं use करना है. तो in that case you will use radio button. Mostly gender के इसमें हम radio button use करते हैं, क्योंकि at a time gender male and female नहीं हो सकता. At a time gender can be either male or female. So उसके लिए हम कौन सा use करते हैं? Radio button. So उसके लिए क्या syntax है? Input type is equal to radio. Input type is equal to radio. अगर आप ये syntax use कर रहे हो आपके HTML प्रोग्राम में, तो वहाँ पे radio button create होगा, जहाँ पे multiple options रहेंगे, उसमें से at a time only one option आप select कर सकते हो. So this is about the radio button. Now next is the input type is equal to checkbox. Creates a checkbox. It allow more than one selection against multiple choices. नाउ व्हाट इज द यूज ऑफ चेक बॉक्स? हम देखते हैं कि जब भी हम फॉर्म फिल करते हैं तो हमारे सब्जेक्ट्स के चेक बॉक्स रहते हैं, हमें टिक करना रहता है कि हमारे पास कौन से सब्जेक्ट है। अगर आपको नंबर ऑफ सब्जेक्ट्स चूज करने हैं या फिर नंबर ऑफ आइटम्स आपको चूज करने हैं फ्रॉम द गिवन लिस्ट ऑफ आइटम्स, तो फिर वहां पे आप कौन सा यूज करते हो? चेक बॉक्स। So now what is the use of checkbox? Checkbox is used to allow only more than one selection against multiple entries. Like it is not like the radio button. In radio button, from multiple entries, you all can choose only one at a time. Whereas in checkbox, from multiple selection, you all can choose multiple different options or more than one options by using the checkbox. Now next is input type is equal to submit. Displays a button for submitting the data to a server. Now what is the use of submit button? Now the submit button is mostly used to submit your data. Okay, whatever the form data is written, that data is submitted to the server by using input type is equal to submit. So understood what is the use of submit button? So what is the use of submit button, students? Submit button is used if you want to submit the data to the server. Next is input type is equal to password. The password input type is used to create a text content in the form of star, that is asterisk mark, or dot, that is disk mark. Okay, so now what is the use of password? Input type is equal to password. When you will type input type is equal to password, then it will help you to create a text in the form of star. Okay, that is which will be not displayed to the user in the form of star or in the form of dot. You all can write your password for your particular form designing. So for creating the password, the type uses input type is equal to password. Now next is input type is equal to reset. Now what is the use of input type is equal to reset? The reset control clears the text content entered in the form. So input type is equal to reset. What does it do? It will clear the whatever the text you all have written in your form, that will be cleared by using the reset. So reset control is used for clearing the text controls or for clearing the data which you all have entered in the form. Next is input type is equal to button. It displays push button which activates on event. So now what is the use of input type is equal to button? Input type is equal to button will help you to push the button which will help you with the different activities or the different types of events which you are going to perform. So by using input type is equal to button, you all can display a push button that will be activated on the events. So different events can be activated. So these were the different types of input tag. Okay. Now we will study the attributes of input tag. Students, we will do everything practically, then you will understand. First we will have the theory session of the form creation, and after completing of the theory we will go with the practical. I will show you all practically how to create a form in HTML. Okay. Now next is the attributes of the input. Apart from type attribute, there are attributes which are specific to a particular type of controls. The following table specifies you the description. Okay. Now from type other than type attribute, there are different types of attributes which are used with the input tag. Here is the list of different attributes which are used with your input tag. The first is the type attribute. Now what is the use of type attribute? It describes the name of the control like the text, radio, etc. Okay, now previously we have seen students some of the examples of the type attribute. Now where is the type attribute used? Type attribute is mostly used when you want to create any type of text box, when you want to create the radio button, check box, okay, submit. At that time, which attribute you all are using? Sorry, at that time you all are using which type of attribute? You all are using the type attribute of form tag. Now second is the name attribute. Now when do you use the name attribute in the input tag? Each input field must have a name. The name attribute is a user defined value. If the name attribute is not specified, the data of that input field will not get submitted. Okay students, so whenever you are using the input tag, the name attribute is compulsory with the input tag. Now, what is the use of attribute, name attribute? Name attribute is nothing but it is a user defined value. Whenever the data is written by using the input tag in the name attribute, at that time your data will get submitted. So if you don't write the name attribute in your input tag, then your data is not going to be submitted. So it is necessary to give a user defined value when you are submitting the data. For that, the attribute used is the name attribute. Next is the max length. This attribute is used with text and password type. It specifies the maximum number of characters which can be entered in a text or password box. Now, what is the use of max length attribute? So, students, max length attribute is used when you want to write any type of text or password. So, you have to assign the length to your particular box. That is maximum number of how many characters should be entered in the text. That is given in the max length by using the attribute max length. Next is the size attribute. The size attribute can be used with the text and password type. It specifies the width of the text box. Now, what is the use of size attribute? Mostly the size attribute is used again with your text boxes and your password type attribute. Mostly what is done in this, this size attribute is used to specify the width of your text box. The size of your width, excuse me, sorry. With this, it will help you to know what is the width of your text box, how much width data, how much width text box you want to create. That is given by using the size attribute. Next is the checked. The checked attribute specifies the default selection for options in a checkbox or radio button. Now, what is the use of check attribute? So, now the check attribute is used for the default selection. Check attribute is used for the default selection of options. You all are having number of options, number of different types of options, but with the help of checked attribute, what will happen? The default selections of options from the checkbox or your radio button will be selected. So this is the use of checkbox, checked attribute. And the last attribute is the value attribute. What is the use of value attribute? The value attribute can be used with text, checkbox, radio, submit or reset. When used with the type, text type, it specifies the default value in the text box. For checkbox and radio button, it defines value which is sent on submit. Now, what is the use of value attribute? So, students, the value attribute is used again with your checkboxes, your radio button, submit button, reset button and the text box. So, with this types, your value is used with the text box, with the radio buttons, checkbox, with the submit button and the reset button. What does it do? It uses the text type. When used with the text type, it specifies the default value in the text box. It is used to specify the default value in the text box if it is used with the text type, or if it is used with the radio button or submit button, then it will help you to know which type of data you are submitting. Okay, what is the value that you have been submitted when you are using your radio box and checkbox. Radio button and checkbox. So in that type value will use this for showing what type of data has been sent on submit to the server. Okay, so these are the different attributes which are used with the input tag. So students, in today's lecture we have seen about the form tag, which is the element used for creating form. So form tag is the element. We have seen the different attributes of the input tag of the input tag. And what is the input tag? The different attributes which we have seen is the type. Type is also again having the different types of elements that we have seen, that is for checkbox, radio button, submit, password, reset and so on. After that, next attribute we have seen is name, which is the user defined value, and if we do not specify this attribute, then the value is not going to be submitted to the server. This was the next attribute. Then was the max length, size, checked and value. So now in the next lecture we will study the text area. What is the use of text area? How the text area is used, and what is the use of text area, that is how much number of rows and columns are used for creating the text area, that we are going to study in the next lecture. Thank you.